Hello everybody, welcome to my tutorial on how to speedrun Crush for PSP. This will be a guide for any percent specifically. Um, so to begin, you might notice, hey, what is this? This is a PS Vita. I play this game on PS Vita because um, emulator has had some weird issues recently where it's like really slow. Not like as in the frame rate is slow, but as in like between levels there's this like weird um error message that shows up. So I run the game on PS Vita, but that like I think emulator should still be okay to use for like ILs and all that. I'm gonna turn down the game audio a bit. Also move my microphone a bit closer. You can tell I'm very prepared for this. I run this game on PS Vita with the clock speed overclocked like this. If you're using like homebrew, which you probably are if you're using Adrenaline, you can press the select button on the XMB and select CPU clock game and set it to 333/166. This is legal. I allow this. Specifically because it makes the load times as fast as emulator. But if you're living in the future where this thing has been resolved, then you don't need to worry about this. So let's just boot up the game right now. This is going to be mostly unedited. I just wanted to make a rundown of each level's route, how you're like what you're supposed to do in each level, you know, all that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Immediately off the bat, we're going to talk about timing. Select new game, press enter on this, press enter on that, and then press your split button. So like start your timer as soon as you press X on this screen. So if we had a timer, you would be 3, 2, 1, go. And then you start mashing. You want to start mashing immediately so you can skip a cutscene. And then once you get into the first level, which is the basics, you want to start mashing immediately so you can skip all the dialogue as fast as possible. Every tutorial level has... Oh. Every tutorial level has dialogue that you need to skip. And also, you might notice right there, whenever I'm doing this, like right after the dialogue is done, and I'm mashing X, and I'm not jumping, you're like, well, why is that? That is because after every cutscene in this game, unless you skip it frame perfectly, I believe, also you want to mash every direction on the D-pad as fast as possible there. After every cutscene in this game, there's like half a second to a second of time where you cannot jump. This will be taken into account with later levels and their routes, but just know this going into the game, that is a thing that will happen. So for this dialogue, you want to press L immediately after. You want to always remember whenever you're doing dialogue in these tutorial levels what button you need to press directly after the text box is done. Because it won't let you progress until you do that button. Here's the first like kind of glitch part of the game. It's right here. You see how there's like a little seam right there? Whenever you walk onto that first block, there will be a cutscene that plays. And then it's going to be like, okay, now uncrush. Or what you can do, and what is faster, is press L as soon as you step on that seam. Again, so you can uncrush as soon as the cutscene is starting, so you can save a bit of time, like you're uncrushing while the dialogue is going. So I'm going to do that right now, like that. And it should, if you do it right, it should look a little bit weird like this. And then it pops back into normal. So after this text box, you're going to mash L again. And then jump over here and then mash L again. Right here, they're going to introduce the checkpoints. So hold down and to the right after doing that. And then press R and then tilt the camera down right here so you can like be prepared. You only have to press R once right there. And then like the timer starts ticking down of how long you need to wait. So hold right and jump, and then hold back a little bit. For that jump, that one's a little bit weird, because if you hold right the entire time, you will fall down right here. And then do that, grab your last marble, and then wait the timer out, and then you would split there, as soon as the manhole goes. I don't know, that's why I split, but you don't need to. Mash X as soon as you're done with the level, so you can immediately skip this. You need to press it twice as soon as the level screen, the like level ending screen loads, because you have to like confirm all your statistics and then press X to continue again. Mash L as soon as this level starts, jump twice, and then mash L after that text box. And then coming up here, we're gonna have a weird mechanic where grabbing marbles will trigger text boxes. That will come into play later. But for now, you just want to hold right and then grab that. Tap R again right there. After this, you want to uncrush, because I always forget this. You want to press L there and not square. Because square is right here. Because they're like, okay, see what happens when you uncrush on an area right there. Tilt the camera to the left twice, and then press L again. And then crouch right there and get up here. I don't think you can possibly beat this level without getting all the marbles. I could be wrong on that. You want to uncrush right there, because if you see right here, there are ghost blocks right here that you will fall directly through, and that's not very fun, and especially not very fast. That's the second level done. You'll know that you skipped the statistics screen perfectly if there's no statistics screen, like, when the next level's loading, if that makes sense. Oh, this is the first level that takes marble routing into account. So you don't want to grab, there are these 3 marbles in a row right here. And you don't want to grab that middle one. You just want to grab this one, go around, and grab that one, and then step on the switch. As soon as you step off, there's another text box. Grab those 3. Mash L as soon as you, like, get that. Don't press circle on this boulder too early, or else it'll, like, freeze you in place, because if boulders are, like, moving from other means, Danny can't push them. So you want to push it once it's all the way down. Right here, there'll be another cutscene. Jump, jump, jump. Grab that marble. So the cutscene for collecting every marble and getting the level ending, like, open, will have the same effect as every other cutscene, where it'll, like, prevent you from jumping for a little bit. And so the reason we skip that marble is because if you do get it, you'll open the exit too soon, and that will freeze you up on, like, a ledge, which really sucks. So it's technically faster to just skip that marble and go around. This level's interesting because it's, like, kind of weird. Grab that marble to trigger this cutscene. There's actually nothing really going on in this level. You can do a frame-perfect jump after falling right there, so that you, like, go further over here. While Danny's in that, like, crumpled state. Step on this button, flip the camera up, and then mash L as soon as that text box is done. And then flip your camera like this. It is faster to do this than to go all the way around. And then split. And here we're coming up on the last tutorial level of City. City has the most tutorial levels at 5. Also, grabbing that puzzle piece will trigger this cutscene. Mash L to get out of there as soon as possible, and then you want to go grab the trophy over here. Mash L, and then jump so you can get further in this cutscene. Jump as soon as that's getting uncovered to skip the little cutscene of it skipping, like, zooming in. And then you just want to jump up here and grab all of those. And mash out of that cutscene as fast as possible. City has the most tutorials out of every world in this game. Also, there's an extra cutscene there, so make sure you're mashing. It has 5, and then Seaside and... Oh, wait. Okay, so if you mash L and X as soon as you're going into this level, you can crush early. It's called a fast crush. You crush while you're going into the level entrance. It's kind of a weird technique. Alright. So, for this level, you just need to grab the first marble that you get from crushing. That one. Uncrush right there. Tilt the camera up as you're falling. You get 2 from falling there, and then grab the red one, and then you're good. It's one of the fastest levels in the game, so let me show you what like an optimal first crush is like. Like that. Jumping can skip any cutscene in this game, basically. As long as your feet aren't touching the ground, the level ending cutscene will never play. So if you like jump into the exit after grabbing the last marble that you need, it can be faster. I think that might be a new PB for that level. Maybe? No, it's 8. Never mind. That's my bad. I got excited. So there's the first level. I will point out whenever early crushes are viable and faster. So right here, you just want to go left, crush as soon as you get in front of this ghost block, get all 3 of these marbles right here, and then grab those 2, and then there's going to be another blue one right here that you can get for your final one. Collecting half of the marbles is what triggers the opening of the ending. And you want to get half as soon as possible. Or, like, in the fastest way possible. Tilt the camera up, push this boulder. This is another level where marble routing matters. Grab these 3, these 2, these 2, and then push this can. And then wait for it to go all the way down. And now, that's the marble that triggers the ending. Otherwise it would be that red one, and that would be a lot slower. Ignore that, I totally did not fall off the end there. Uncrush as soon as you get there, by the way. So there you go. There's missing step. There's another cutscene there, by the way. I think this is another level where early crushing can be faster. This is push-up. This is one of the fastest levels in the game. Crush over here, push this boulder, grab the red marble, and then uncrush, crush, and then uncrush again, and then you're done. It's genuinely one of the fastest levels in the game, besides like the first one. Okay, so this is another level where marble routing comes into play. Grab these 3, these 2, 1 pink one, tilt the camera down, grab that one, that one, that one, and that one, and then when you're uncrushing, your like jump cooldown is ticking down while you're uncrushing, so you're not like scrambling to jump up that ledge. And then this is the last level in City in any percent. This is, yeah, there's no moss, so grab those 3 marbles, that one, push this right there, hop up here. You can actually, this is something I discovered on my own. It is faster to crush into the background right here, and then hop on this, and then hop up here. There's going to be a red marble back here, so you want to grab that, because that is faster than grabbing all the marbles on the way. And then you want to crush right here. And push this. There's like little cutscenes whenever you push a marble in like an intended way. Or push a boulder in an intended way, and it like rolls to an important part of the level. So jumping when those cutscenes would trigger can skip them. So it's always good to know where those cutscene triggers are. I'll probably like make a map of those at some point. And then you want to push this up here, and then uncrush when both you and it are up here, like past that line. Like when you're crushed right here, there's a little line that shows like which one is the upper layer and which one's the lower layer, and you want to uncrush as soon as you and the boulder are on this upper layer and it's still rolling. You don't want it to hit this wall right here, or else it will like stop moving and you have to push it again and it's really slow. Then just hop over here. Don't worry about this cockroach. It literally can't hurt you as long as you go around the edge like that. And that's City. That's all of City for any percent. And then mash out of that cutscene. New theme unlock Seaside. This is the interesting part of any percent where you don't need to do the last 4 levels of each world. So just press start as soon as you load in, and then press up, X, and that will always get you out, because the menus are very fast. And then press circle, down, X, whenever you're switching worlds, like that. Because all the menus are instant, like I said. This is Rocky 2. This has some interesting tech. You don't need to crush right here. You can just walk across. Push this roller, or octo roller, I think is what it's called, to... By the way, there's going to be a level ending opening right there. So you want to mash X as soon as you grab that marble. You can mash X while you're holding circle, which is really nice. Push it to this location right here so you can jump up this ledge, jump on top of it, but don't grab those 2 marbles, because those trigger a cutscene, and that's way slower. So just skip those 2, turn the camera, push this 3 times, and then let go as it's rolling for the 3rd time, and then crush, so that you can push it onto the little, like, button over there. Because then otherwise you need to push it down twice. Also, you can move the camera in this ending cutscene because you skipped the cutscene. It's weird. Cutscenes in this game are very weird. They expect you to do it linearly, but you don't need to. Sometimes. This is the 2nd tutorial in Seaside. So just immediately crush, grab that marble and this marble. Grabbing every marble before the last 2 can save you a lot of time. Actually, hold on. There's a thing I forgot that I needed to show in this tutorial. Oh, it, like, froze up there for a second. That was really weird. So once you grab these 3, you actually want to walk backwards a little bit to right here, so that thought over there is off screen. This little, like, cube thing over here, you want it to be off screen, and then jump to the left so that you skip the little cutscene of it zooming in. They're gonna ask you to, like, uncrush right there. Grab those 3. That skips a cutscene because you don't need to grab the red one. Grabbing the red one triggers a cutscene, I'm pretty sure. So you want to make sure you don't do that. And that's the last tutorial level of Seaside. So now we go into actual Seaside now. First level is Dive In. This one's pretty bog standard. It's just doing the level fast. Push this boulder. Uncrush while standing on top of the boulder so that you're like right next to it when you jump off. If you uncrush while you're back here, you'll have to like walk over here and then push it, which can waste a little bit of time. Again, make sure you're standing on this far edge right here and then jump forward so that it skips the cutscene of it like zooming in on the alarm clock. That's something you'll notice a lot about this run, is that you're doing a lot of that. You can't walk through alarm clocks, which is annoying, so you need to uncrush there again. Step on that, step on that. uncrush right here. And then walk into the exit, and let's dive in. It's a pretty simple level, but it's got some weird stuff going on in it. Next we have a sinking feeling, which has some really, really weird stuff in it. I've made a little segment on this in my main channel video about this game. But it's called frame perfect collapse recovery buffer is what you want to do here. It's really hard, so if you're like a beginner to this game, I don't recommend doing it. It doesn't really matter all that much. Hop up here, and then you're going to fall down here and mash L. I didn't do it there. I want to see if I can get it in a few tries, and if I can't, then whatever. I'll just put up a clip of it. Oh yeah, you also want to make sure you get up here before that gets there, because then you're going to miss a cycle. Oh, yeah. So yeah, make sure you're always there before this platform gets, like, all the way through. If I can, geez Louise. Oh, what is happening? Hold right and jump. There we go. Oh my god. Make sure you're grabbing every marble on the way there, by the way. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna get it, but I'll put up the clip of it, of me explaining it. So if you don't get it, there's a backup strat where you can just ride this all the way through. Where you just go all the way up, grab this pink marble down here, and then go all the way back up again. This is what we used to do in the route before I discovered the FPCRB. FCPRB. FPCRB. Letters. That's so many. This next level is beach volleyball. This one has something weird going on with it. Walk all the way to the right here so you can grab those 3 marbles. This trophy animation will play, and then you want to jump when you're going back through, so you skip the cutscene of the thought on the left there. Make sure you're grabbing every marble in your path, by the way, but you don't need to grab that pink one that's like in the foreground. You just need to get this one. I don't know, this is a pretty, like, lenient level with marbles, so you can just grab as many as you need on the way, and then by the end you'll have 4 backup ones right here, depending on how many you got. It's kind of a weird thing to explain. I don't know, it's a pretty whatever level. And then we have the next level, which is on the rocks. I made a big deal out of this level in my video that I made. This is one of the levels where early crush can be applied. So the route for this level is go up here. I have to be very fast about this. Turn the camera. A way that you'll know, like, if you're on a good cycle is depending on where the yellow light is. I'll explain, like, what are good signs, what are bad signs, all that. Good sign is that you're getting here right there when the yellow thing is coming through. Do not grab that pink marble right there. Make sure that you're jumping onto that platform as soon as possible so that you can get this cycle right. Yeah, okay, there you go. And then your last marble will be that, on that step. That level is very hard to explain. So just try to get, like, a feel for it. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna redo that level a few times so I can, like, explain some of the stuff that's going on in it. Because it's a very, like, execution-heavy level. Ooh, Jolly Roger's gonna be interesting to talk about. You do get exactly the amount you need. So, let me see this level really quick. So, you might be wondering, like, why do you need to do all this, like, marble stuff or whatever? Why do you skip that one pink marble? Also, good sign is that that's at, like, that's, like, before it's going into the wall there, on that yellow one. Do not grab that checkpoint, by the way, because it will not do you any good. Jump right there so that it's like, as soon as it's coming out of the wall, that checkpoint will totally screw you over, because it wastes a bit of time. Yeah, so, see, now I'm screwed, because now I can't get over here. To do this part, you actually need to jump through while that yellow thing is going through, and then jump up there. And then make sure that you're jumping, like, there's a little bit of leniency with that jump right there. It's still extremely hard, though. I do get, like, make sure you're practicing on the rocks more than any other level, because this will be a run killer if you're doing this game. I wish that there was a way I could route this so that you didn't have to freeze on this final step. But yeah, on the rocks is a very difficult level, so don't worry if you're not getting it, like, as a beginner. Like, seriously, it's... If you want to take a more beginner's route, I'll show you. If you're feeling like if you're on a good pace and you're not feeling confident in your ability to do on the rocks, let me show you like a beginner's route for it. Like, if you miss that jump and you don't want to restart, it's totally fine. You can always wait for cycles if you need to, because, like, I totally get it. Like, if you're behind right here, you can just jump right there. If you don't feel confident in your ability to do this part, that is totally okay. Because doing the movement on this final section is really difficult. So, if I'm not feeling good about it, what I do is I get those two, and then hop up here and wait in this little cubby for this to go through. And you'll have a lot more time to get through in that case. And there you go. See, it's really not that bad if you're doing that. It's just a little bit slower is all. Alright, so that's on the rocks. That is a difficult level, so definitely practice that one. Or do the backup strats. Whatever works. Jolly Roger is an interesting one because it has 2 routes for it now. You want to head over here and make sure you're always grabbing this red marble first, because I totally forget about this all the time. That's like way faster than doing anything else. So the fast route for this is pushing this here, swivel the camera up, push it, wait a little bit, and then crush again. And if you do it right, it should be in a good position for you to just jump to the exit. It doesn't need to be, like, perfect, just, like, make sure you can jump to this little blue thing right here, uncrush, and then go to the exit. But the old route for this, and, like, the safer route, if you're not willing to try that out, is to go and grab the red marble, like I said. You do need to crush here, push this boulder, there is a cutscene right there, uncrush, crush so that it's like this, push it over here, and then, you'll notice right here, there's like a little line, you see how like this block right here isn't like a perfect square, it has like parts going into it? That means that this is a higher level. See, so I'm on the higher level and there's the lower level right there. When you're crushed, you're going to push this and then immediately go down here and uncrush so that you can like do that, and it's way faster. You can do it all in one fluid motion. And then go over here, hop on the boulder, and then you get your final marble right there. Either like route works, it's just that the first one is a lot faster, because you're skipping a huge cutscene there, even though you're doing it in more crushes, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, no, you're not. You're doing it in way less. It is a weird level. And then we're on to the final level of Seaside. This is, Lost on Vacation. So, push that. This one's kind of weird. Push this and then immediately go right here, or else it will respawn and you'll be, like, stuck over there. It's really annoying. I hate when that happens. Make sure you grab these two so that you have enough marbles later, and then push this again. While it's respawning, you usually, while like the boulder right here is respawning, go and grab the 2 marbles over here so that like you're killing time instead of wasting time. Make sure you grab that pink one, hop up here, crush, and then tilt the camera down, hop over, and then crush again. And then grab every marble for the rest of the level. And then you're good. And as soon as we load into Old Giza, we're gonna quit out of the world. Oh my god. I don't usually talk this much. Like this fast. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be concise. Okay, so pause and then up X, circle, down XX. That's what a good transition looks like, basically. There's gonna be a lot of those, so make sure you're practicing those. Mash X through this dialogue. This is teething time, and it's one of 2 tutorials for this world, which is funfair. Grab that, and make sure you're going through when, this little, like, thing above me. I'm gonna put my mouse on, oh, I can't put my mouse on the screen. Never mind. This, like, green thing that's, like, moving and crushing you. Make sure you're, like, going to the left as soon as it's going back up. So that you can, like, make it through at maximum walking speed, because it's going to force you into a crouch right here, which you're a lot slower while doing, and then go to the exit. It's a little bit of a weird technique, but, I only found this out when I was, like, getting a really bad run. Like, my any percent was doing really well, and then I got to that level and I was behind by, like, 2 seconds after it, and I was like, dang. Okay, so crush immediately. It'll zoom in on this portrait, and then it'll immediately uncrush, but you want to crush again. This is a block walker. There's actually a very interesting technique for this part, where you jump up here on top of it, and then wait for it to go, so that you're not, like, waiting for a really long cycle. And then crush as soon as that cage comes on screen, or else you're going to die. It's weird. Make sure you're mashing through that text as fast as possible so that you don't die. This part's really, really weird. I don't know, like, sometimes I'll randomly just die during that, and there's nothing I can do about it, because you can't move while the cockroach is coming towards you. And like I said, make sure you're grabbing every marble on the way. And then turn your camera back and go into here. I really don't know what causes you to die like that. It is really weird. Okay. And now we are into the main levels. This first level, which is the big climb, this level is really annoying. It starts off with you waiting for 4 cycles of these platforms. You'll know, like, you want to make sure that, the 3rd platform up, when it's going to the left, like, when it starts going to the left for the 2nd time. So this is the first one. Now it's going to the left. And now it's going to bounce back to the right again. And then when it starts going to the left, you want, like, jump, and then jump up there. That's when you know you're on the 4th cycle. It's really annoying that they make you wait like that. This is one of the few levels, this is one of the levels where red marble is the fastest. There's no way to skip that as far as I know. So you're gonna wanna hop over here, grab that red marble, and then go to the exit. And that's the entire level. Faulty tower skip is a theoretical thing that I've been really wanting to happen for a while, but I simply just can't get it to work. Everything I try just doesn't. But if you can find a way to skip those first few cycles, it would be so cool. It would save so much time. Like, actually. Because that level's basically just an auto-scroller with a bit of execution at the end, and it's really annoying. Alright. So this next one is Snookered. This benefits from early crush. Push this ball, step on that button as soon as you possibly can, and then go up the elevator with it, and then push it as soon as it reaches the top. There's a weird thing about this level. Similar to Rocks in Your Head, one of the first tutorial levels, if you, like, it looks like I should be able to push it now, but if I try to, it'll, like, be really slow and I can't do it, and then by the time the animation ends, I'm, like, already going back down, so it's, like, a huge waste of time. So you want to make sure that you are definitively at the top of, like, make sure that the elevator is stopped at the top when you want to push the ball. Like that. And then the little cutscene plays. Make sure you uncrush after it hits the button, or else it'll, like, go flying off over here, and it'll waste a bunch of time as well. Uncrush, and then crush as soon as you get over here, and then uncrush. Turn the camera once, and grab this red marble. So just, like, because it's faster. Do that. And then do that, and then you're done. Pretty simple level. It's one of the simpler ones for this world, which is appreciated, because these later levels get really complicated. You'll see that a lot in all levels, any percent. Like, the final levels of Nursery are the worst ones. The Fatal 4. Oh, merry-go-round. Crouch over here and grab this pink marble, or else you will have a terrible time. And then crush for this thought, and now jump to the right and grab that blue marble, so you skip this, like, jumping skips that Featherfall cutscene. Crush right here so you can grab all those marbles in a row, and then when you land, you'll be in, like, a perfect spot to crush right here. Jump up, crouch, and then grab those two, and then your final two marbles will be right here. This is one of the tighter marble routes in this run. Like, you get the very minimum you need, and then you're done. Ferris wheel is kind of a weird level to explain. Another cutscene after it. And then rush job. Okay, this is an interesting one. So we have two routes for this level at the moment. One of them requires you to do a trick called fall damage glitch, where you jump off of a ledge. I'll put a visual up in editing, but you jump off of a ledge onto the top of an invisible wall, because when you're trying to run off of a ledge that is, like you would fall to your death right here, if you're trying to run off the ledge, it'll put in a little invisible wall, so you don't have to walk off. So if I try to walk over this one, I'm perfectly fine. But the other one, I'm not. So, for the fast route for this, you do fall damage glitch, which is where you jump on top of the invisible wall, so it pushes you out. You land on, like, solid ground that is outside of the invisible wall for, like, 1 frame, and then you press L as soon as you land on solid ground for that 1 frame, and you fall down while you're crushing. Let me see if I can get it a few times here. If you don't get it, it's faster to restart the level than to let Danny fall all the way and die. This is a really hard glitch to explain, but if I can, I'll try my best. Sometimes you'll land on the opposite side of the invisible wall, like that, and at that point you can just jump to the left again, and it's fine. Oh wow, 3 times in a row. There's like a really tiny sliver. I don't know how I'm doing that 3 times in a row. Like that. That's perfect. Never mind, I fell. You can do it too early. It is a very difficult trick. So I'll put up the clip of me doing it. I've only done this like once in a run. It was in an IL run. So I'll put up the clip of me doing it for the video. I might— oh, I did it! Yo! Yo! Okay. You let me cook for 1 second and I make it happen. First try, baby! Oh! Ah! I blew it. Oh no. I simply blew it. Alright. Nice. Crushed it, negative, yeah. That was perfectly on time with the music. Alright. Oh, I blew it though. That sucked. That was such a terrible PB. Like, if you're just starting out, like I said, don't worry about it. It's totally fine. It's something you definitely learn later, but it's just something to keep in mind. I'll try it a few more times and see how it goes. Make sure you're jumping on top of the invisible wall and not the ledge on the other side of the invisible wall so it pushes you out. Because that pushing out is like what you want. Like that. That would have been perfect if I had timed it. Okay. I'll try it one more time. I fell too far there. Okay, so I'm clearly not getting it. So the normal route for this level is crushing right here, going on top of this, turning the camera down to the left, and then stepping on this button. Let me demonstrate this. If you uncrush while you're standing on top of a button that you've already pushed, you will be standing on top of that button while, like, when you uncrush. So, like, this. See? I'm over here now, and this is not where I want to be, because where I'm supposed to be is all the way over there. So it's faster to always step off of the button when you're about to uncrush, unless it's, like, where you want to be. That actually does come into play later on in a level called Slinking Around. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So step on that, and then step back over here, and now you're over here. Fall down here. Grab these two. There is actually a faster route I've been thinking about, but I don't know if it's actually faster. I'll need to try it later. So then you want to uncrush over here, all the way to the left. Because there's a hidden red marble here, and it's much faster to get that than to... Because this level has 50 marbles, which is a lot. Grab those three, fall down here, and step on this switch. Grab one while you're going back up, and then step on this switch again. Tilt the camera up, and make sure you're, like, in between those two, or else it'll, like, make you uncrush in a weird way. You can hop from there to this platform, but it's kind of difficult, so if you're not willing to risk a really good run, then just don't go for it. You're gonna want to hop up here onto this block walker, and then crush, and then you have 3, like, leeway marbles here, in case you missed some early in the level. And then go to the exit, and you're done. I'm gonna go grab some more water, because my throat hurts, and I've been talking for 40 minutes. Stay hydrated, folks. Okay. So yeah, Rush Job is a very weird level. Don't worry if you don't get it first try. I'll probably try to re-explain it and put it in the edit. Stackers is another weird one. Turn your camera so that you're facing right here and immediately crush. Step on this thing right here so you end up all the way back here, and step on the right button. Like if the beginning of the level is like facing down from this camera angle, then it should be the right button. So just step on that so the platform goes down. This level is a weird mechanic where you're trying to get 3 balls stacked on top of each other. I'm out of breath because I just ran up and down the stairs. But you have like these two buttons right here that lift this little lift up and down. Left is up, right is down. Keep that in mind. And then you're gonna wanna put it down so you can push this ball into place. That's gonna be the first one. Grab these two, and then go back across. You can do either of these in any order. I usually go for this one over here first, but you can do it in whatever order you like. So turn the camera and then crush so that this comes out of the portrait. Push that. And make sure the bridge is still lowered down so that you can push them all the way across. Wait for it to go across, and if you have game audio, like you can listen to game audio. Like if you have that luxury, I don't because I have my aux cord plugged into my PS Vita. But listen for the sound of it like hitting a wall. And if you can stay over here and just listen for that, and once it does, you can uncrush and go do your next one. I unfortunately don't have the ability to listen to audio because of my setup. But if you can, then I highly recommend you do that because it is very helpful. So then just repeat the same process with this one. And follow this one this time. And then you're gonna need to push it one more time. If you're like, if you're good enough with like your uncrush timing, you can actually have it keep rolling like it does in Gathers No Moss. When you uncrush, so you can like skip having to push that again, but it's really no biggie if you can't get it. So push this up here. There's two like stop gaps for these. This one works in 3D and this one over here works in 2D. So do whichever one in order. Press this button so that the lift goes up. See, it's now up. And then you're going to want to crush and push this. Do not, whatever you do, do not like do this where you push that one and then have them both up there at the same time, because then you can't move either of them, because this is a 2x4 little area you can stand on. So you would not be able to push them any further. So make sure you do them one at a time. I know it's dumb, it's annoying, but that's just how it be. Again, you can listen for the clank to know when to go back down. I know I've been saying a lot. I'm really sorry about that. That's a very bad habit of mine I do when I'm just trying to fill space. And then push your second one. And then grab these two marbles. I did it again. Make sure you just have enough. That's my point. And then to get this last pink one right here, crush while you're over the exit so you get it and go into the exit on the same thing. It's very fast, it's very stylish, it's very nice. You have you have like 5 marbles of leeway by the end if you're counting the 2 that are right next to the boulders. And now for the final level, I believe, of Funfair, it is Faulty Tower. Go over here, crush on the left, grab those 2, and wait for this to come back down. This is a weird level because, unlike other levels with alarm clocks, you can actually just entirely skip stepping on the button for it. You do not need to ever step on the button for the alarm clock in this level. You perfectly have enough time to finish it in the allotted time. Just make sure you're grabbing every marble on the way. Hold right here, because as I said, it'll hold you until you can like fall down safely. Do that for both of them. Actually, for the second one, make sure you're at a distance where Danny won't do the collapse animation. Grab that marble. Grab that one, this one. There's a pink one hidden back there. Make sure you get that. We're gonna have just the right amount of marbles we need with the way that I routed this level. You need to wait for this block walker to come over here. And then as soon as it's like there's a 1 gap between it and the wall, press the crush button. It's a very, like, scary thing to do, but just make sure you have, like, 2 blocks in between it and the wall. Because that's the farthest you can make that jump from. Ouch. And then step on that button back there. And then these are your last 3 marbles, basically. And you're done with Funfair. I so unbelievably wish you could pause and quit out of every level as soon as you hit the exit, but it doesn't let you do that! And now we are going into the final world, which is Nursery. So... And now that's a good level transition. Okay, this is the final tutorial level, and it has some jank. Push this octo roller down right here. And it will turn the camera automatically for you, so you can just start mashing L as soon as you're mashing through that cutscene. Step on this button, and then crush again. And you will ride up in this long-ass cutscene. And now, for the weird part, do not grab this checkpoint. It will cause a cutscene to play, so just don't get it. And then go down here. Crush, do not push this guy. Do not push this guy. I've lost so much time to doing that. Just like instinctively, do not push him. Just step on top of him. And then go over here. And wait for him to come over. And then as soon as he, like, basically as soon as he lunges, you can press L to crush again. And he'll be in the right spot. And then hop to the exit, and you are done with the final tutorial. That's it. It's a fairly simple one. It's really nice. I do like that one. Also, there's a cutscene after it. This is another level where early crush can be beneficial. Hop up to this 3rd stair. Get these 2 marbles. You can grab all 3 of those after crushing, and then hold left and jump right there, so you hop down here. That strategy was found by Spinny. Shoutouts to Spinny. Spinny's awesome. Spinny's the only other crush runner at the moment. They're super cool. Grab all 3 of these. You have a little bit of leeway with marbles in this level, but not too much. Shoot, I keep saying hop down here, crouch, and then crush, so that this will appear above you. If you're not crushing, if you're not crouching, it will not work. Push that over there, and I used to think that you'd have to crush right here, and you do. That was kind of a joke, because, like, you can jump from this marble up here, up to there, but then, like, you still need it to be crushed so that when you push it, it actually, like, goes onto this, down here. So just push that, wait for it, wait for the plank, grab that, and you have basically, like, 6 marbles of leeway here. See, there's a 2nd pink one, and then go to the exit and you're done. That's the first level of Nursery. Now, Nursery is weird, because you, like every other world, you only have to do 6 levels, but one of the, like, you have to do 5 levels and then the final level, instead of, like, just 6. You still have to total up to 6 levels, but one of them has to be the final level. So you can skip any level in this world. So you only have to do 5 and then the last one. So we skip Gobbledygook, or I skip, because I'm the only one doing this run. Grab as many marbles as you can on your way here, I guess. Because you don't want to miss any, because the ending is mean. And then, grab this pink one down here. This is important. Make sure you get it, or else you will cry. I've had it happen where I'm on a really good 80% run, and then I forget to grab that pink marble, and I have to restart the entire level, like, halfway through. And then grab that pink one, and then you're good. So it's the level after this one that we skip. This is merry-go-round. I made a big deal out of this in my Crush video. This is one of the worst levels in the game. It's very annoying to explain, very difficult, but I will try my best. So at the beginning, you're waiting for this set of platforms over here. The other one will not work for what you're doing. I'm just gonna take this like first attempt to just explain everything. Explain the basic route that we're going for. You'll see down here, there's like this upside down pyramid right here that has 3 different types of marbles in it, and then 3 at the bottom. There, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll like put up a little thing pointing at it in the edit, but there's a red marble that's hidden really well in there, and you're going to want to grab that. That is very important for the route. And then once you get that, you want to hop back on immediately. And then you're going to head over here. You're gonna ride the platforms over here and grab those 2 marbles. I'll highlight them in the edit. And then, once you are done with that, you're going to want to hop back onto the 3 platforms immediately, as soon as you possibly can. Ideally, the first one, ideally the second one, like the fully ghost block one, but if it's the fully like solid one, that's okay too. It's not this set, but it's this set over here, where the solid block is the last one. And then grab those 2 marbles, these 3, and then you're going to do a specific corner jump to get to the exit right here from this platform. It's a very complicated level. I really hate it, and I'm gonna do it now. I actually realized that I'm on the perfect cycle for this, so we're good. Oh yeah, there's also a marble hidden underneath that platform right there. You want to grab that just for leeway. Oh, what the hell? My camera's all funky. Grab these 2. Okay, now we're good. Sometimes the game just does that. So hop up there, grab that red one, grab that one. And then hop over here and grab those 2. Oh shoot. Jumping up stairs can actually make you go up them faster. That is something I failed to mention sooner. I'm so sorry. See, look, there's the hidden marble underneath this platform. Important thing to know, that is there. So you want to wait for this set of platforms, go to that one, so you run into it while it's moving. And see, messing up this level can waste so much time, because you have to wait for these platforms at the beginning. This is why this level sucks. Along with the fact that you can't get the checkpoint, or else you just simply will not be able to make the same cycle anymore. You can always skip that marble down there if it's like too difficult for you, because there is a 1 marble of leeway at the end. Hop over here, grab that. Make sure you don't like stub your toe on that slug over there. And then grab those 2. Grab that one. Grab that one. And now crush right here, and you're going to do a very specific corner jump right there so you get across. Corner jumps are weird. I explained them in my main channel video. What they are is you have like a wall that you're trying to get around, and you hop in a way that you go to the area you're trying to get to without hitting the wall. Because hitting a wall in this game will slow all of your momentum and you'll fall like a brick, and it's terrible and it's awful. Don't do it. I do it all the time. It's the worst. And then go to the exit, and it's done. Merry-go-round is a really difficult level that's late into the run, and you have to do it because it's really fast. It's one of the faster levels that you can do. Because like I said, you can skip one, and we will be skipping the next level that's coming up, Gobbledygook. Just like every other final level in a world, you want to pause, and then up X, and then down X after you load in, instead of circle down XX. So that you go to the next level instead. Slinking around benefits from early crush, so do it if you can. Step on this button, and then hop up these stairs. So the main mechanic of this level is that there's like this slinky thing that's made out of 3 platforms, and you want to jump on the last platform as they're leaving right here. Grab that. Make sure you grab that pink marble, or else you are screwed. Like I said before, button, like depending on where you're standing on the button, when you uncrush, you will go to different places. If you are on top of the button, when you uncrush right there, you will be all the way over there and you have to restart the level. It's terrible. You can make that jump right there. Also, there's supposed to be like a pink marble surrounding that like crumbling platform we just jumped off of. Make sure you grab that as well. That's important. And then crush when you're on the second step. Hop up here. Oh, God. Yeah, that's my bad. I want to see if I can get early crush out of that. I don't think I can. If you walk into that cage, by the way, you get soft lock and die. You can sometimes grab that pink marble I was talking about in that like cutscene while you're stepping on the button, which is nice, so make sure you can do that at any point. Watch this block walker in the back and make sure he's not on top of the exit. Like, make sure he's not standing on top of this right here when you crush, so you can hop up and turn the camera up and crush again. Block walkers will always stop when you crush. Just something to note about the game itself. There's a little button down here that you want to press, and that will make this move, which lets you go to the exit. So then, wait for this to be an opportune spot. An opportune spot is like right here, so you can hop by, but still have it be nearby, and potentially like hop on top of it as soon as possible. The only way you can jump on top of this and get to the next area is if it's right here. So you want to hop up there, grab that pink marble, uncrush, turn the camera around, and like crush when you're on top of that checkpoint. You get 2 checkpoints in a row. It's kind of weird. And usually by the time you're done with this level, like over here, these will be out of your way, but because I've spent extra time explaining stuff, the cycle's off. There's a trophy down here, where like if you jump immediately, you can skip the trophy cutscene, but I didn't do it. You're gonna get that marble, that's your last one, and then go to the exit. And now we have our second to last level of the run. And then we're gonna be done. And that'll be it. I don't know how long this will be after the edit. Okay, this is out the frying pan. This has a weird route now. Make sure that, like, when you wanna, okay, to begin, let me restart. You grab these 2 marbles on either side of this, and then stand next to these stairs, and look at this cockroach in the back. If it is in a safe spot, turn around the camera and crush, walk a little bit so you're on top of this, crush again, and then turn the camera up and crush a 3rd time so that it is now dead. If you crush when it's on top of, like, where you're trying to crush from, you will die. Hop up here. Go over here and press this button, which lets you progress. Again, this is this level has some weird jank where you step on the button to deactivate that alarm clock. Through a wall. I talked about that in my main video channel. Keep bringing that up. I made a video about this game and all the like weird glitches in it. Turn the camera this way and then step on this and crush. Step on this, wait for it to crumble and crouch right here. You can do it so that you're like standing on top of that when it's you can uncrush when you're standing on top of this block right here, but it's very risky and I don't recommend it. Hop up here to grab that blue marble, turn the camera, and also you saw that I deactivated that alarm clock through that. Make sure you're standing all the way to the, like this part right here on this platform, so that when you crush, that trophy animation doesn't happen. It sucks when it does, and I always forget about it, so make sure you get it in your head that you don't do that. So this moving block right here, it has some weird stuff going on with it. Make sure that when you go on top of this tower, because you need this red marble to open up the exit. And to do so, you need to use this crumbling platform. So when it's, depending on which tower it's behind, make sure that you, how do I explain this? Make sure you're standing on top of the tower that it's behind, so that when you crush and start walking to the right, waiting for it to come out, it will do that. Otherwise, it will, if it's like coming towards the tower you're trying to walk off of, it'll like slip out from under your feet and you'll fall all the way down and die. And that sucks because it's at the very end of one of the last levels. So make sure you get that. And then when you fall all the way down, there's a frame perfect collapse recovery buffer you can do, where if you press L as soon as you fall, it'll like, you'll uncrush while your collapse animation is playing. I'm so bad at explaining things. And then you can do it again right here. I didn't get it. I'll put up a video of it happening. I did it in one of my recent runs, and then grab that pink marble and then you're done. Oh my gosh, and we're already here. We're already at the final level. I know this has been a very difficult thing to watch because I'm so bad at explaining things and I stumble over my words a lot. You're going to want to quit out of this level again, like with Gobbledygook. As soon as you load into Broken Zones, quit out. And then go, like, you're starting off at Broken Zone, so down, 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 X. So down 3 times, then X to the end. And this is the final level of the run. It's a very complicated level in casual play. So step on this button. You're going to want to step I made a tutorial on how to beat this level fast. Grab this marble in like 2020. Step on every button in a row. So that one, this one, and then this one. Go around and down, and step on this one finally. And now you need to hop up here. Now you're like actually starting the level. That was basically just setting everything up. Hop up here, fall down, crush, crouch and go into this tunnel. Make sure you don't get trophied here, so like stand all the way to the left and then crush. Otherwise, that trophy over there will be just in frame enough for the trophy animation to play. Hop up, uncrush. Getting trophied is like when that trophy animation plays and wastes a bunch of time. It sucks. Don't let it happen to you. Grab these 3, step on this button. That'll bring up those 2. And I don't know if you need to get this marble. I think you do. I don't think you do, because I think you end the level at 26. Hold left here and jump, because it won't let you fall off, so you know that just holding left and jump will work, as long as you're, like, stopped at the edge. This one, however, is not so lenient, because it has, like, just enough space for you to fall all the way down without you dying, and the game is like, okay, I'll just let Danny walk off then. Uncrush, turn the camera left, crush again, grab this pink marble, grab those 2, and again, this has just enough space for you to fall all the way down, so make sure you time your jump right. Grab that pink marble. Oh, so you can skip that one then. Okay, so then that one over here, do not grab that one. It's useless and doesn't matter. And then this is the final marble of the run. Just grab that, and then hop up your stairs, and time ends as soon as you hit the manhole. And that is crush any %. Oh my god. That was really difficult to commentate over. For an hour and 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. If you need any like tips, or you forget like the route of a run, I recommend looking at my ILs playlist on YouTube, on this channel. And if you ever need any help or just want to talk to me, message me on Discord or like on Tumblr. I don't know. Discord's changing its username thing soon, so whatever information I put in the video will probably be out of date soon. So I'll just like update it in the comments or in the description. But yeah, just talk to me about this game if you want. Like, even if you're not interested in speedrunning, just come and talk to me about this game because it's one of my favorite games of all time. I need to know more people who have played this game. So yeah, thank you for watching. Good luck with learning the run if you're learning the run. And I'll see you later. Adios.